Lesson 28, Seismic Waves. Please take a moment to read the purpose, relevance, success, the grades, and the next quiz. Part 1, notes. A fault is the crack between two giant tectonic plates. The plates are constantly being pushed and pulled by currents in the mantle. The plates do not gently and slowly move around. They have jagged edges that get caught, so the plates get stuck and build up pressure or stress. As the mantle pushes on them. Eventually, the pressure gets strong enough to make the plates slip. The movement is an earthquake. The plates jump to another position until they get stuck again. The plates may move several feet. The focus is where the plates actually slip past each other, and the epicenter is the place on the surface right above the focus. So if I look at this picture over here, here we see the focus that's underground, and that's the place where the rocks actually are slipping. And that movement radiates waves outwards, and right above it is the epicenter. Now, one thing I do want to note here is that earthquakes are relatively local movements. It is not the entire tectonic plate that is shifting. It's just one little section of it. You can think of it like a rubber mat, something that might be on the shower floor, or something that might be in a kitchen where you have rubber mats to prevent slipping. You can imagine one mat being twisted out of shape a little bit so that one side of it, one edge is stretched and the other edge is compressed. And you can imagine one little part of the mat that's being stretched might break a little bit, might tear a little bit, causing that section, that part of the mat to move, but the other parts of the mat would not be moving. Same kind of a thing with giant tectonic plates. Okay, I'd like you to pause this video here of notes and open up another tab and watch this video. Perhaps this video is embedded in the Schoology folder. Okay, moving on to the notes. The fault and focus are always at the boundary between plates. The locations of earthquakes show us the boundaries of plates. See the maps below. The closer that you are to a boundary, the more likely it is that you will have an earthquake. So, which city would most likely have a quake? Orlando, Florida, Oslo, Norway, or Mexico City, Mexico? Well, if we look at these maps, Orlando, Florida is going to be right about there. Oslo, Norway is right about there. And Mexico City is right about there. So we'd see that Mexico City is closer to a fault, closer to the boundary of plates than the others. So it is more likely to have earthquakes. And in fact, it has had them in the past. Which country most likely have a quake? Iran, Germany, or Australia? Okay, Germany is right here. Australia is there. And Iran is right about here. So it's Iran that's going to be most likely because it is close to this fault right there. And yes, Iran has had some severe quakes. I've never heard of a severe quake in Germany or Australia. Okay, now what you'll be needing to do is watch the video of the Slinky project. You will need a stopwatch. You're going to be timing waves as they go down different kinds of slinkies. After you follow these directions, there's some background information for you to read. And then by doing these questions on Schoology, it will walk you through the process one step at a time. You're going to measure something, you're going to lift something, you're going to push and pull on something. And all of this is done on the video.